Harry Potter writer JK Rowling doesn't tweet very much, but when she does, it's pure gold. And she answered some fan questions this week, as she is wont to do from time to time. The first of which, let's take a look. Okay, well, this isn't exactly the question, but the question was, how come when Harry gets bitten by the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets, that doesn't destroy the Horcrux in him? Can someone answer this, please? Because, you know, that's how they destroyed Tom Riddle's diary with the basilisk thing.
Right.
So what she says is the Horcrux receptacle has to be destroyed beyond repair, so Harry would need to have died. Hashtag, please never ask me that one again.
Wow, that's a little rude, don't you think?
I know.
I'm sure
I think
she gets it all the time.
Yeah, but it's like that's part of your job.
Exactly.
It's like
Is
you're
it
a
though?
celebrity.
Yes.
You're, you know, like people want to ask you a question and about your book and stuff. It's like not everybody reads Twitter. I didn't know about that until today. So it's like I'm not looking at her feed and like, what if I ran up against her in a car?
I mean,
I said, hey, I'm sorry, I hit your car, but I have a question.
Well, okay, that's
That
rude
basilisk?
on one count.
Bit the
Before that.
guy thing
Do you remember when the tooth
with the
killed Bolt?
Yeah, why
No,
did he?
the one who
Listen.
shall
The
not be.
Horcrux thing.
It's
Stab.
much easier to destroy a diary than a human being, I would assume.
But did she know the ending at the second book? That's
See,
the thing. Where
I've actually seen things where she's mapped things out.
Yeah.
But there was another question. Why is 12 Grimmauld Place in the middle of a muggle house complex? Good question. I'm sorry I read it that way too. A black ancestor coveted this beautiful house, so persuaded the muggle occupant to leave and put the appropriate spells on it. And by persuaded, I think she means murdered.
Yeah.
Because they were generally, you know, Slytherin types in the black family, except Sirius, who is awesome
Right.
and the best character. I digress. I like it when she answers these little, like, minute questions.
Yeah.
You know, because this happens a lot. Like, remember when she was talking about, oh, I regret pairing up Hermione and Ron?
Yes,
And I agree.
absolutely. It should have been the basilisk and Ron.
What?
Professor Snape's hair?
Oh, I love Snape.
His wonderful steamed hair.
Oh,
Now, how
man,
much
there was
influence
so much,
did she have
so much
on,
in that
on
moment.
that?
A
the
lot.
influence of the hair.
Well,
That's
here's
what I
what
wanna
I
know.
think. I think it's real convenient that she's got all these answers to these questions. Like she's got a
her
line straight to
universe.
the, to Hogwarts or
I
some
think
shit.
we have one more, right? About Fluffy?
Fluffy.
Yes.
What happened to Fluffy? I'm sorry I'm reading this so, like, angrily. What happened to Fluffy after he was released into the forest? I hope he returned to Hogwarts for the battle. He was repatriated to Greece. Dumbledore liked to put Hagrid's more foolish acquisitions back where they belong, not the forest. That makes sense.
First of all, offensive to Greek men.
Is it?
Totally,
But
absolutely.
that's where it's from.
Well,
That's just the country of origin.
it doesn't make me feel any better.
Harry, you have to understand. It's important to send Fluffy back to Greece. We don't want him to stay here. But I really liked Fluffy. He was sort of a cool dog,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
It would have been great if we could just hang out with him for a bit.
I know.
Sometimes I got really cold and I would have liked to
Okay,
snuggle up.
now ask
and let
yourself
together.
who put your name in the goblet of fire.
Okay,
That was a discrepancy between the book and the novel as well, by the
who
way.
put my name in the goblet of fire?
No.
Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
You tell him now, you bastard, or I will rip your throat. But I can't technically kill you because I'm supposed to protect you.
So yeah, this is really fun for me to like see her talk about in retrospect. But is it necessary for her to be, making it? Do you think she's had this all planned out, or she's kind of making it up on the fly?
Oh, I think she's totally making it up on the fly. But I think it's a symptom of being famous today, which is
Right,
now
but
like in the past, maybe you were able to hide from public and go to your. I'm assuming she probably has a castle. I mean, let's be real, and not have to deal with like questions and questions and questions about like, am I a Hufflepuff or am I a Slytherin?
You go to Pottermore and take the quiz, duh.
Well, okay, all right, but I'm saying like, it would be a little bit more important, I think, if you got it from her, of course. But I know that now it's like you're just so famous for these specific things, right? That there's like no avoiding it, and I think that must be pretty obnoxious. I mean, do people come up to you all the time and they're like, do voices?
You've been doing it literally all day, Andy.
Oh, that's right, that is me who did that. People come up to me and say, do your Rachel Maddow impression.
That one's
And I
really
just-
good.
And I'm like,
Are you doing it now?
yeah, it was just a constant state of Maddowism. Al Sharpton, yeah, it's coming up next.
What do you think? Do you think she's had this all planned out, or is this just more like a
partly? I
continuing of-
think she did, almost like, you know, when we write books. No, if you're an author and you're writing a book, you want to condense it, you want to make it concise, and you want to make it fluid. So you don't want to include all the information. It's like that's information that may not have been necessary, and she could have had it. Notes and that sort of thing. So I think she had some of it. I don't think she'd make it up on the fly just to please fans.
Right.
She knows what she was creating, even though she may not have written it down.
Well, audience, what do you think of the Rowling questions, and what question would you like to ask her that will not get hashtag? Please don't ask me that one again. Let us know below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.